Now do it in Japanese.
Don't they see?
Sumimasen. Otonoko no anato wa onegaishimasu. Sorry, that's not real.
No, I said the steak and fried rice.
Yeah, wonton soup.
For every bad pun, put them all.
Yeah, we have the bad pun shades for every bad pun.
You might as well just leave them on.
Yeah.
Let's leave mine because it ain't gonna end. Not time soon.
It's gonna be punny.
Oh.
He's wearing the
Can we
shade.
get can we chop one of these in half and just have a bad pun jar, put like a 20 in here every time you
Hey,
make a
hey,
roll?
you guys in the back. You guys in the back. We're waiting on you.
We're waiting on you,
We're waiting on you.
baby.
Come on down.
Waiting on you, baby. Yeah.
I really he just grabbed it. I want to be over there.
I'm longing. My desire.
Really?
Quenched.
Good morning, everybody. Hi.
Excuse me, I think you mean every pony.
What? Now I'm done.
I did it.
Panel's mine. Look at that. We just started and I already drove you off.
Save your clapping. You're gonna need it for the next panel.
Wait, did you say clapping?
You mean no? Don't go
Oh, let's not.
there. I'm sure they didn't save that.
If you're tired and you know it, clap your hands. If you're tired and you know it, pass out on the table. I do not want to be awake, but here I am. We're all here. We're all awake.
here. We're all ready to go.
BronyPalooza was an absolute blast last night. I don't know
How
about
many people were there?
I remember this guy right here. I think I accidentally stepped on your chair when I was hopping the barricade.
How many people were here in the crowd and the floor is doing this and nobody's actually jumping?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no jumping. Remember, don't jump.
No.
Don't jump. Don't. Yeah.
That's
The floor was still doing this.
No, you want to know why? That's because it was aggressive fist pumping.
Yes.
You didn't even need to jump. It was just the downward momentum of.
There's some stomping involved.
Yes. And how many people were watching Fenning over here basically flip up?
Yes.
Wow. I'm over at the side stage watching him going, dude, you're going to break your back.
I thought he was having a.
Wow.
I thought he was having a seizure.
He was having a. He's in the emergency room right now. I mean, everyone's cheering for him. I'm like, help this man.
The thing was, he made me like, damn, I need to get funky. Wow, that's funky. I gotta get funky. Yeah.
Tombstone dance is better though.
Where is he, by the way?
Who?
The living tombstone.
Oh, well, I have a story about the living tombstone.
Oh, you mean the
very
living
sad
tombstone
that
is right
everyone
here at the end of the table.
take off
Hello.
their Right hats. there?
Hello, I'm the living tombstone. Hello.
You may have seen his stunt double who looked nothing like him last night.
Nothing like him.
I just like screwing with that because I can do his voice. At Fiesta Equestria, they wrapped me in like a blanket so you couldn't see my face. I took the microphone. I'm like,
Hello, I'm the living tombstone. I came from Israel. Hello. It's good to be here. I did it to him the first time. He's like, what are you talking about? That sounds nothing like me.
Yes, it does.
Oh, man. So, before we get this panel started, Dave asked you who was at the concert last night. I want to know who was there till the very end of the concert last night.
show of hands, show of hands.
You guys are heroes.
And the rest of you, shame on you, your
go
family.
burn.
No, I'm sorry, shame on you, shame on your family, shame on your cow.
If you're gonna say that, you shouldn't apologize for it like beforehand, is there?
Okay, I'm not sorry. Shame
Yeah,
on
there
you,
you go.
shame on your family, shame on your cow.
That's the ethical way to go about it.
We need Eddie Murphy in here to do that.
Shame on you. Shame on you. What's his name? Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker, that's right.
So, while everyone's filing in, welcome to the Bronies React panel.
I can already tell you right now, if you're expecting a lot of reactions after last night's party, don't expect anything from me.
No!
I'm sorry, every time y'all
There-
do that, I
yeah.
just hear, mine.
I thought that's what they were saying.
Mine.
I just see a bunch of seagulls in the audience now. And
I'm very impressed with every one of you who was able to wake up this morning. Because at one point I was like, guys, Saber, you take it over. You do the panel. I'll just.
I got in the shower first, so the water was warm and I had time to work out.
And you know, after the concert, I actually went out drinking with Emmy Larson last night. I have absolutely no idea what happened.
Oh no!
None.
Should have won.
I don't know what happened. I woke up with it this morning. It's like he forgot the wings.
I had the entirety of the backstage concert come back to my room at 3 in the morning, ready to party. And unfortunately for me, I had an N64 set up with everything, and they rolled in like, oh shoot, let's play some games.
Oh no.
I didn't get to sleep at any time soon.
So while everyone's coming on in, how about we do some introductions? I'll let.
Shut up.
I'm sorry.
I figured it's.
Is it blue?
There's that giant head guy. Everyone look at the giant head guy.
It's a Titan.
No, that's right.
Take it out.
Is that like a giant potato?
It's Turpy's dad.
Okay, bad form on that.
There is a hole in the back of the head I noticed that looks a lot like the opening of a trash can.
I'm
So
gonna
if you
feel
guys,
bad. That's actually a real.
if you guys
thing.
have any
Reach.
bubble gum or please use the waste bin provided by the man with the giant oblong head.
How bad would you feel if that actually was just how he
walking
looked?
waste receptacle.
Thanks, guys.
Please recycle.
This is the whole panel. We're just
feeling a
reacting to
little
you.
bit hungry. You got some potato chips. or
Brony's react to BronyCon.
He's from Eastern.
You used to tell that story about when you got the dude wet.
Oh yeah, great story. But yeah, like I said, if we start doing some intros by the time hopefully the whole line is in here, I imagine most of you being here probably have an idea of who everyone is up here. Brony's React isn't their only forte. They are known for their other things.
You're an artist, right? Like,
yeah,
draw ponies.
I'm Pixel Kitties.
Pixel.
I'm
Wow.
Pixel Kitties. Hi.
Awesome.
Wow, you're
I hadn't seen you all weekend.
Hi.
Anyways, how about let's start on the right side of the table, the ones who've been oddly quiet and uncharacteristically quiet.
I think we'll start from the left, actually, because I want to say something at the end, right? Thank you.
Are you gonna scream something? You're gonna scream-
No!
Okay.
Why would I do that back? Huh?
I have a monitor right next to me.
Welcome
Please
to
don't-
Brony's React! Yes, Mike,
Nice
I will be
effect.
screaming. Thank you.
All right, so let's start with the Living Tombstone.
Hello, yeah. No, I'm not doing that.
And I'm John Josego.
Damn,
I
John.
took the Concorde from yesterday. I was at Galacon yesterday, but I'm here today.
Damn, John, you buffed up. You
I'm
bleached
telling
your
you.
skin a little bit. You grew a couple feet. If any of you have seen JJ, dude's like this tall. He's super tiny. I can put him in my pocket and carry him around. Would you like a commission, sir, JJ? Right on it, sir. I'm Mike the microphone, and I'm really tired.
And I am Dustykatt, manliest brony in the world.
I am a black griffin, and this is how I normally talk when I'm not doing an accent.
that sounds like this.
Hey guys, I'm ACRacebest, creators of Brony's React, and I'm gonna vlog you all right now. And now I'm gonna get rid of the camera. Saber, who are you?
I'm me. I'm Saberspark.
I'm Jax Blade and I lift. That's it.
Hello, everybody. I'm Soul Rack, and I'm going to be shouting throughout the entire thing. But for now, who wants a poster?
Dang, dude, you put rocks in that thing? That got some distance.
Wow.
Well, hey, look, I don't want to toss it. Look, if Jax Blade tosses it, it's probably going to hit the wall, go through the wall, and go all the way to California. I should probably ride
Oh,
that
dude,
poster.
no, I'll pick it up at the airport then.
You know, I have buttons, but I'm not going to throw them out there. It'd be like freaking shooting stars.
So you're saying that? You're saying that
Pick it
like
up
it's
at
a bad thing,
Galacon.
it'll just be like,
Thank you, Dusty.
Well, guys, again, this is the Brony's React panel. Thank you all for waking up early on a Sunday morning.
Yes.
Shouldn't you be in church right now?
Yeah.
They are in church. What are you talking about?
So a big part of this panel is going to be Q&A. We apologize for it starting a little bit late.
Just a half hour. It's no biggie.
We were actually sitting here at like, what, 9:50? And we're like, okay.
I rolled in at 10 and I'm like, crap, I'm late. I'm like, oh, there's 6 people. All right, all right, make do with what you got.
So one thing I kind of wanted to go over briefly is some frequently asked questions beforehand. First off, like all these guys introduce themselves. I want to thank every one of you up here for joining me on this panel, for joining me on Bronies React. I think everyone in the audience has appreciated what you guys have done.
You can.
Am I right? And before we do get started, because there's so many to name and I don't know which ones are here and aren't here, if you have been in a Bronies React, can you please stand up?
Come on, Carl.
All right, now I can start naming. We got Rob Bob up here in the front, Eiley Monty, Galaxy Art, and Paleo Stino. Oh, and Final Draft.
You sit back down.
Get back up, Tate.
Get back down.
Other people, of course, like Brony Mike. We've had Noakin, D Notive, who was walking around here, but he probably just didn't wake up. Did you help him?
Okay, no. I've seen Denotive a grand total of about 3 times, and I saw him and went, oh, hello, Matt. I'm sorry, dude's good looking, okay? No, the last time I saw him, he came up to my room on Friday night, and I have not seen him since. I'm pretty sure he's been abducted.
Speaking
girlfriend.
Speaking of abductions, the Living Tombstone, you guys probably saw him performing last night. Well, currently we are still looking for Tomb. He was kidnapped last night by a wild pack of alligators.
Okay, no. If this were Florida, that'd be believable, but right now I just think you're full of it.
No, you're wrong.
Where are we?
It's a coordinated
Baltimore.
effort.
I don't know Baltimore jokes.
I
know a couple.
Yeah, well, they're not appropriate.
Crabs.
Not good
He was
ones.
kidnapped by a savage group of Orioles.
Crabs. Crab seed.
Crabs.
The
I'm
crustacean.
sorry, Tombstone's not here because
you eat.
crabs.
Not the STD.
Yes. So, one thing I wanted to start talking about was the first Bronies React I ever made. Bronies React to Teens React to My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. And one question I get a lot is how that one ever even got started. Now, when I first saw the Teens React, at the time I had less than 200 subscribers. I was, kind of farting around, doing some videos. I had a couple videos already out. But I was like, okay, this Teens React thing. I was hearing a lot of buzz from the community about like, did you see the Teens React video? Did you?
Yes, I did. Oh, it made me mad.
I was on deployment.
So he didn't see it. But so I go to watch this video with my girlfriend, and upon seeing it, I'm like, okay, it felt kind of harsh, but you know what? They're teens, it's okay, whatever. And then
They're teens, what more needs to be said?
exactly. No offense to any teens in the audience. So we go, or I'm looking at this video and I'm like, you know what? I can have some fun with this, but I need people who some of the community might recognize. And I go around, I literally search YouTube, I type in Bronies with a camera, and I start finding guys like Dustykatt, like Solrak, who actually wasn't on camera quite yet. Well,
Yeah, go on.
briefly, no. And among others, and put the video together, and I was not expecting it to turn out like it did, because apparently a couple of you have seen it.
Actually, Race, I would like to announce that the first Bronies React to Teens React has reached 1 million views.
What?
Well, it's like 8,000 left, but whatever. 1 million views.
Close enough.
Close enough.
Delete it.
But yeah, no, so basically when I went around, like I said, I went around finding some people, and a lot of people actually turned it down at first, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is how it's gonna go. And ironically enough, does anyone here know who I Bring Delols is?
I turned it down.
He was the first person to say yes. Ironically, he wasn't in the video because he had some time issues later in the game. However, he was the first person to say yes, and I'm like, wow, someone's interested. And then guys like Dusty came aboard, and again, it was just a video that took off incredibly. And one thing that I'm gonna mix in with the story, a lot of people ask, do I script the Bronies Reacts? I do not script the Bronies Reacts, because What works with these is that everyone's personality is able to come out in their own, like Saber's alicornness and Jaxblade's muscleness, Solrak's screaminess, Griffin's good-lookingness, and Dusty's mustacheness, and Mike's Mike-ness.
I was waiting for it.
You were waiting for it.
Can you just please watch what you say to my family's at the table? I really want you to be respectful
Sorry.
of that.
I apologize.
My mother doesn't like you being so close.
Which one's this one?
That's
Cousin,
my
right?
mother. That's my mother.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. Another question I get a lot of is how to get into a Bronies React, and I get this question a lot, so I wanted to start this one off immediately. When I started doing this, obviously I went around looking for people. I even asked some personal friends of mine who a lot of people wouldn't know, just because I was looking to get numbers. So for that Bronies React, it turned into something where I was looking for people. After that, it turned into, I got to meet all these guys up here, and I was like, these guys are fantastic friends of mine. I've met a lot of people in this community. They're all incredibly awesome. Everyone I've met at this convention, by the way, awesome! So really, when people ask me, I was answering it a lot at the time, and then I'm like, I'm getting this question quite a bit. About 5 times a day I get this question, how can I be in a Bronies React? Which is why I have to be selective, because otherwise we would have about 5,000 people per Bronies React, which would be a lot of editing and not a lot of FaceTime. So, you think?
Dude, you can make it like a Vine, have like just spliced up singers like.
You get one word. One word. That's it.
Yeah. A. So yeah, no, that's part of the selectiveness. One thing I kind of had the idea of here is that first off, when I started, when this became a series, I wanted it to kind of filter in people, have some regulars, but also have people that the community can recognize, guys who already have, or guys and girls, of course, Monty, who have made a name for themselves in this community. People who can be like, wow, I love his music. Wow, I love his screaming. Wow, I love his videos, his art, any other thing. His mustache. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of, I don't really have a criteria. I don't say, you need this many subs or you need this. It's like, I feel like if you've impacted me or you've impacted the community, you have a good shot of being in a Bronies React. So what I say to everybody out there, for all you people looking to make any type of content, any kind of push in this fandom, have fun and do what you can. I'm sure there's a lot of you out there who are making stuff, whether it be art, videos, or music. Don't stop and keep having fun with it, okay? All right, now that I've done talking enough, I want to already open this up to Q&A. Well, there's a mic there too. AV people, are both mics hot?
Do we have an AV person?
This mic is hot.
Okay, that mic's hot. Anyone want to test that one?
Josh didn't use that, remember? It's fine.
How about the security?
It's hot.
All right, both mics are hot. So if anyone has a question, Q&A, it is time to come on up to either mic, and we'll go back and forth.
How do I get on Bronies React? I just said. I take bribery, thank you.
All right, flip a phone. Okay, we're going to start on the right. That means you.
All right, you're right. All right,
You're right.
okay. My name's Anthony. Anyway, my question was, you guys said that Bronies React is not scripted. Did you have any plans, if it doesn't already exist, for something that kind of is scripted, a scripted thing to do, like, I don't know, think of something scripted.
Oh. Like an actual skit or something?
Yeah, like doing some skit, even though you guys are like remote or whatever, or...
The scene changes with every camera pan.
Every camera pass.
That is incredibly difficult.
Yeah.
I have actually
can work,
tried
though.
to do that with a couple of people.
Me too.
You gotta make a mock-up of the same room in
Yeah,
every
you have to
house.
make a mock-up of the joke, and then you have to say, okay, you're gonna do this part, you're gonna do this part, you're gonna do this part. What do you have behind you? What's your set? And then you have one person trying to coordinate a shoot from like 7 places, and you have absolutely no idea what the footage is gonna be like. It's like, oh, I hope they do something funny.
What's actually ridiculous though is a lot of times things seem to work out. Like we'll three of us will react to the exact same thing. And then Race is brilliantly, puts it all together where we say the same thing. Like, what is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? And it's like, and in fact, one of my favorite parts is Saberspark's like, cadence! It cuts to Jax, who's like, I bet Saber's gonna do the dance. And he goes, let's do it, sunshine song! I forgot the dance.
And there actually are cases where some of these guys who are doing the Bronies reacts, I've noticed sometimes they'll get together. We had a scenario with these two during the cupcakes react, where these both ended up. What happened there? What happened? When you were dressed up as Bane?
That was the
Cupcakes.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, it's not like scripted word for word, but sometimes I'll be like, hey, I have a general idea of what we can do here. Does anybody want to work with me on this one? And Jax Blade had, he for Halloween was Bane, and he's a really good Bane. And I decided to go to the costume store and get my own little crappy Bane mask, and we decided to have a little bit of. It wasn't like it was a skit, like you all said, and we kind of just improv it from there with Race's editing. So that's how we kind of worked that out.
Very admirable, but mistaken.
Next. Thank you.
Of course.
Your turn. Can I get your autograph?
Hi, I drew a picture for Soul Rack.
Bring it up.
No!
It works out that he has the wireless.
Exclusive. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Oh. Hang on. Why do I do something?
Liability.
Well, then I wouldn't be really.
I'm guessing, was that the question? Okay. Then we're going to go back to this mic.
My name is Sophie, and I was wondering, I have two things. One, I've got an apple bloom for all of you.
It's like Christmas.
Oh my God, it's Christmas.
Michelle Creemer.
Bring it up.
Everyone duck.
Wait, what? Is she here?
Apple bloom.
Oh.
Apple bloom's
Good morning,
right
Saber.
here. She's here for you.
Apple bloom.
I'm gonna go get my apple bloom.
Like how our stage is like abandoning their post right now. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Oh my God. Thank you.
You're welcome.
The shirt that I'm wearing, she stole and kept for me for an hour last night.
Do you have
was
one for all of us or just
horrible.
one?
She's actually a demonic
I just
child.
have that one for all of you
There we
to
go. We
share.
gotta share.
I also have a question. If each of your OCs was in an episode of My Little Pony as a background pony, what would your reaction be if you reacted on Bronies React to that?
What would my reaction be if my OC was on the show?
All of you guys.
He's bleeding.
Medic. Oh, he's twitching.
No, he's twerking.
Give him CPR, Saber. You're a lifeguard.
I don't know how to swim.
I think
though.
that would be probably about everyone's response to that.
Yeah. One of us would find reasons to complain and be like, "Why aren't my eyes red?"
I think I'd probably look at it and do something like. No. Well, that's so cool.
They changed my cutie mark.
I wanted to be walking with Derpy.
Why couldn't they put the Mickey Mouse in that? Oh.
Yes.
No,
You aren't in line.
It's the security guy.
Yeah.
Yes, security.
Yes, if he ever shows up. Next.
That's the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier.
Thank you for your question, by the way.
How's it going, guys?
Hey.
What's up?
Enjoyed the dance last night?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. You guys don't know what he's talking about. We do. So, did anyone go to the gala? All right.
That is your little ADD moment.
It helps when everyone on here has it.
Well, yeah, now for the question.
I hope that answers your question.
Well, I didn't even ask it yet. I just wondered
He just
if you
said he
guys had a
liked
nice
the
time last
dance.
night.
That was a statement.
Well, yeah. What did you guys think of Equestria Girls? I know you guys did a Bronies React to the trailer, and then the movie came out.
I said it at the very beginning. There was a whole lot of overreacting from the fandom.
All aboard the overreaction train.
Overreaction.
For real, like the only thing I didn't like about it was the forced, awkward, like high school romance thing.
That's every high school romance movie out there, dude. Everyone
plays the guitar.
No. I really liked that one GIF that somebody made though. Just I haven't seen Equestria Girls, but I think it's like this, and it's that season 4 promo where it zooms in on Twilight while she's sleeping. Then it's that slow mo of Flash Century from the human world. Wing.
By the way, that shirt, I designed that shirt. I'm just trying to. The
did?
Pinky Portal. Yeah, I did that.
Awesome. Great
Wow,
job,
so-
man.
Thank you.
Cool.
All right, this is kind of a stupid question to all of you, but who's your favorite pony?
Solrak, who's your favorite pony?
Solrak.
Spike.
Jax, who's your favorite pony?
Bane.
No contest, Fluttershy all day.
Fluttershy?
All day.
Human Celestia. Take that.
You know, I have a particular fun. Okay. Rainbow Dash. It's Rainbow Dash. Man, seriously.
Get a room, you two. I'm keeping count of the chairs that fall over on this panel. Yours fell over.
I just have a
Yours
tattoo.
fell
I'm not
over.
getting in on that.
Oh my God! Rainbow Dash liking intensifies.
Yeah, Rainbow Dash.
Take that, Jax Blade.
I'm sorry. Excuse the lot of you. Dress horse is best horse. Just saying.
Really?
Thanks so much, guys. Rainbow Dash is best pony.
What happened to the table?
I'm sorry. Who said what about Applejack? Nobody likes background ponies.
Hold your tongue.
I have about 3 friends in the vendors hall who are probably gonna skin me alive when I'm done with this.
Quiet you.
Have you ever thought about making a Bronies React movie?
Movie? Now we're getting ambitious.
Directed by
Actually,
Michael
I'm
We
gonna
have a script.
I'm gonna. And there goes the Bronies React part
No,
of it.
no. I could no. You have a script with like hardcore action scenes, and then all of a sudden, just a screen will pop up with a video, and we'll just be like, "What is this?"
There's a villain chair and it turns around slowly.
You'll have a
M.A. Larson sitting there, petting a white cat, little monocle. I'll destroy this fandom yet.
Every one of you is about to be an
Black Griffin and myself will have a 10-minute fight scene where he does parkour and I just pull out my Rocky Drago.
Dusty will sit there and his mustache will just be like,
you, and he goes off the wall. I can't even catch him.
To answer your question, not in particular. However, a lot of people, I imagine, in the audience are wondering if we're doing a Bronies React to Equestria Girls.
Are we?
Didn't we already do one of those?
We are.
Yes, we are.
And the reason he asked is because all these guys just found out about it. As far as a release goes, I was figuring, I'm like, okay, if we're going to do an Equestria Girls, it has to either be really timely, which didn't work out because we were all at different conventions or running all over the place, the world. Solrak was saving the moon from Mars.
You're welcome.
Thankless job.
And Jax was busy lifting.
Always.
Now, so basically, I'm like, when is a good release for it? And the DVD, whoa, let me try again. The DVD already came out, so I'm like, well, when else would be a good release date? How about just before it premieres on TV? So, Bronies React Equestria Girls is beware.
Also, sup, Dusty?
Next question.
Who is best princess?
You.
Wuna is best princess.
I wanna.
Is that all you got?
No! Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
No, that's not all I got!
You don't even need a
That is best princess.
By the way, I just want to give a shout out to the girl who just asked this question. This is Grayson, everybody. I want you to say hi, Grayson. She knows more about the Brony community than I think anybody combined. So if you want to know anything, just ask Grayson over here.
Yes.
Bye, Grayson.
Hi. Before I start my question,
42.
I want to say it was really nice meeting all of you at the con. I love your work and everything. And just hanging out for you just a little bit is just phenomenal for me. It's been a great weekend for me so far. So thank you.
It's been great.
Also, just a possibility. Is there ever a chance to do a Bronies React animation type video?
Who wants to animate it?
Not Galaxy Art.
Galaxy Art. If we had someone willing to animate something, I would absolutely be down to do something like that because there's some
Good luck.
If we could
Good
get
luck.
anyone to animate it,
I could do it.
not that I know anyone who knows how to animate.
Do not animate.
No, but that would I think that would be really cool. It would probably be a shorter react than our usual are over 10 minutes.
30 seconds.
Yeah. But I think that's something that we could definitely have fun with if anyone was willing to put in the time for that kind of thing. So it's up there. It could happen.
And if you are, send an email to that man.
Hi.
That@gmail.com.
Also, will you answer one more question for me?
Sure.
Thank you.
Sneaky.
Awesome. Yes. Yes. Hi guys. Not only I would have had 2 questions, but ACRacebest kind of answered the first one already. It was regarding about Bronies React Equestria Girls. So I'm gonna just jump to the second question right now, and especially for Dustykatts. So I was wondering, would you be less famous and cool if you wouldn't have that mustache of yours?
Well, I've told everybody that the mustache is but an accessory for an awesome life. Okay? Because
Nice.
I have done, the things I have done in my life have not been dependent on my facial hair. Not. I've done business in South Korea, in Taiwan, and Mexico City. I've played ice hockey. I've played college football. I've played high school football, baseball. I have spray paint and Lionel toy trains for a living. I sell Harley parts across the counter to Hell's Angels. I was a bodyguard to Mercedes Lackey, who was a science fiction writer. And I've ridden my motocross bikes. I've ridden my motorcycle across the country about 3 times. And just because I have a mustache doesn't mean I didn't do any of that stuff.
Dusty, I heard that one time you warned a psychic.
No.
No, don't get the joke. Fine, whatever.
The most interesting man in the world would get
Yes.
it.
No, I can't shave it anymore because titanium blades don't even nick it. Now it has a sentience of its own.
It tried to attack me last night.
When you get angry, does it just grow tiny fists near the bottom? You just get in people's
Only for
faces
you.
and it's just like.
Only for you. But you know what? Go out there and do things, okay? The only way you gain experience, the only way you have fun is to get out of the house, go do things. If there's something wonderful around your where you live, okay? If there's a state park, if there's a roller rink, if there's an ice rink, if there's something, go do it. Because the experiences are what make you who you are.
It's not how you look, it's what
not how
you
you
do.
look, it's what you do. Go do something and have fun doing it, and life happens.
What's interesting is Michelle Krieber and I are writing a song with that exact same theme, which will be out
About
soon.
facial
We're
hair?
writing.
Do
we're
I now
writing an
get
original.
writer credit? That would be nice.
Oh, of course.
Oh, awesome.
No,
Thanks.
yeah.
All right, next question.
All right. Why haven't the Hasbro executives made an appearance at this convention?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't know. Hey, look, a moose.
You gonna pull that on me?
For those that don't know, we made a Hasbro versus Brony video. A couple of us did at Fiesta Equestria, including a couple guys sitting in the front, like B-Vid's up here. Yeah. I don't know if Jay Holler's in here. He was also in that video. Yeah, there he is, way in the back. He probably just woke up. But anyways, we made this video where we walked around the convention center, and it spawned because, well, Saber, I do not have. Why? That's the spark. I had a tattoo, a sparkle tattoo, which was awesome from Bronies United, and it's all over my arm hair now. Anyways, that was a video that just kind of happened off the spot. Saber's like, dude, you know what would be funny if we did this? Because we saw that Fighting is Magic was at Fiesta Equestria. And it's just something that grew into a bigger idea. But just in case anyone's worried, a lot of people have been asking, what happened at conventions? Nothing happened. It wasn't based off of anything. It was literally
a parody.
It was a parody. It was a joke. So don't worry. Hasbro's not running around swinging whips and.
Fiesta Equestria was fantastic too.
Yes.
The entirety of that convention for a first-year con. That con.
Yeah, they
was
nailed
incredible.
it.
Awesome.
Cool.
I think so.
Huh?
So yeah.
Of course, you were
Because you're
deployed.
deployed.
Well, keep
Always
doing what you do,
deployed.
guys.
This is my
Thank
first
you.
con.
All right, this guy's preparing for his question.
He's preparing.
Powering up his level.
Go.
Is that a Bud Light?
Are you gonna burp?
Pony thirst. Made with horses. Real horses.
Real horses. I loved you in the Geico commercials.
I gotta say, so like, when you woke up, were you just like,
Yes.
Yes, pretty much.
This gets you through the night, man. The first night really did me in. I was prepared for last night. But anyway, first question. So since, you know, you guys do your thing and everything, is there any way we can probably encourage the Teenage React to maybe actually do an episode?
Oh, you mean
Instead of,
provoke
like,
them?
The opening, can we
can
like
provoke
influence them?
them.
Not really provoke them, but you know, gently nudge them into like, hey, maybe you guys can maybe do an episode. It'd be nice.
Well, people always. I still get the question of, are you? I like it because people word it. Are you gonna have Teens React do a reaction to your video? It's like, that's not my call. No.
Inception.
I would. My guess to everything is, first off, when our Bronies React came out, a lot of people were saying on the Teens React Facebook, their YouTube, everywhere, you need to react back to these guys. And I understand why they didn't. It's probably, you know, they had these teens come onto their show, and, you know, we jabbed back at them. I wasn't necessarily expecting them to be like, okay, go back and do it again. So, I wasn't really expecting a response from them. Except like maybe a cease and desist.
I meant like an episode of the show, like the cartoon.
You mean another well, they
No,
I don't
to like do like the show, not yours, no offense, but like.
Well, no, I was gonna say that I don't think they're gonna revisit it. I think they've done what they wanted to do with it.
Let sleeping dogs lie.
Yeah. And for Justin, since Chuck Norris's beard has a fist, what does your mustache have?
Boxing gloves.
2 fists.
Nunchucks. Well, because remember, Bruce Lee beat Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that's good. You have a nice day.
All right. Hi.
Hi.
First, Mike, this is for you.
Oh, good catch, buddy.
Okay, no. No, to be fair, I have no depth perception.
He
Don't
doesn't.
even.
He doesn't.
Nice catch, Mike.
Trust me. He doesn't.
Thanks, Emily Larson.
You were lucky you didn't hit him in the head with it.
Hey, Solrak, do you have any more of those posters you want to throw?
Didn't
I have a
catch
bunch.
you. It bounced off your head.
Should I just like go up and
Just start chucking them out there.
chuck them? Okay, here we go. Who wants a poster?
Apparently nobody.
All right.
Watch out!
We also got buttons from Dusty.
I got horseshoes. Here they come. And you get a poster. And you get a poster. I'll hold down the fort.
All right, I ran out of stuff to throw at people.
Nice.
Saber, quick, think fast.
Well, this took a nice twist, and this is the final Soul Rat.
It's the last one.
Who wants it?
That guy does.
Yeah.
Now,
okay, now that's over. Thank you.
now,
Go sign
guys,
out.
just so everybody knows, the Bronies React panel, we were just granted an extra 15 minutes.
Good, because we're really up against it. Okay. Now that you're done catching Mike, do you have a question?
Yes. What is your favorite song?
Oh. This is such an ADD panel, by the way.
Don't Stop Believin' by Journey.
Okay, hold on. Are we saying favorite song in general, or are we saying?
No, Brony.
Oh, because I was about to say Barbie Girl by Aqua. So. No, I'm not. I am not joking. At night, I will literally turn that on before bed and just be like, "Yes, I am a Barbie girl."
I say, Discord, I'm howling at the moon and sleeping in the middle of a summer afternoon. That's right.
Discord.
That's the one. Ever did we do to make you take a world away? That's the one.
My new favorite song is his new song. The one he rocked out last night. The last song he did is so damn funky. I must have a copy of it. I must have it now.
You know what's sad about that song though? That took a year to make.
I don't care. It was awesome.
No, we had that thing ready to be mixed probably about 8 months ago, and then Lulz disappeared. He literally
Happens.
just like disappeared into the abyss. I'm good at that one. Here, have another.
Oh, thank you.
God, if I had to pick one, honestly, Babseed. I really like Babseed.
Yeah, I'd have to go. Let me see. I'm really a toss-up between Babseed and Celestia's Ballad.
I already answered mine, sort of. I don't get to hear a lot of pony music, though, because I'm always on a ship in the middle of the ocean. So.
Just pick one from
Wait,
the
are we
show.
talking about from the show or the community?
Thank you. We'll go with show. Let's
Okay, show.
What's yours?
Loves in Bloom.
You stole mine, Saber.
From the show?
I like Oh Why from the show. That's, oh that song. Oh Why. Just wanted an empty water bottle to hold and squeeze.
There's a full one right next to you.
Empty water bottle.
I said that. I said you had mine.
Solrak, do you have a favorite song from the show?
What? Sorry, I missed it. I was like sleeping.
Do you have a favorite song from the show?
Oh, yeah. Pink Fluffy Unicorns, as you go rainbows. Because that's canon, correct?
No, it's not.
And my favorite song from the show is Baby's Got Back.
All right, thanks.
How long does the editing process take, and do you crack up when you do it?
Oh my gosh. Okay. So one of my favorite parts of the process is actually just sitting and watching through the 15 hours of footage I get each time. The problem is I usually get 15 hours of footage each time. I do. These guys, everyone who's in these Bronies Reacts have been brilliant. And like I said, if I could, I would name everybody who's been in one so far. I just have a horrible memory. So shout out to everyone who's not here that was on a Bronies React. But no, I often find myself just cracking up, laughing really hard. There's things that, for example, the first Bronies React, D Notive, when he had his little rant at the end about, brony babies and stuff, that I was sitting there laughing for like a straight 10 minutes after that. I'm like, I don't care if it's gonna drag on. I am putting that entire thing at the end. And I told him about it, and he's like, oh no. So I often crack up. The editing process itself, it can take up to a week depending on how busy I am, because once I get the footage, I have to watch through all of it because I'm afraid that I'm going to miss something. Sometimes people don't necessarily do vocal reactions, so I can't just go off of audio marks. I have to watch and see if someone's like, which this guy does all the time. So there's certain things. Some people cut down their footage. Others send it full. Whatever preference works for them works for me. But yeah, the editing process, usually once I get down past cutting footage down, it takes about 3 days. Overall, it's about a month or a 3 week to a month long process though, from the time I say, guys, this is what we're doing to the point where it gets uploaded, depending on how good my internet is. Could be 2 months.
Cool. Next.
Hi guys.
Hi.
I just want to say that without Bronies React, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be in the fandom because basically because the Teens React video, it was my first touch with ponies, and I returned to that video like a few weeks back from its original release date, and I saw Bronies React to Teens React in the recommend section. I clicked on the video and I was like, these guys seem awesome, and if these guys like the show, maybe I should give it a try, and here I am, 4,000 miles of home, attending to this con.
Where are you from, dude?
From Finland.
Dang.
That is awesome to hear.
But I had a question. What is the hardest part of this whole Bronies React process?
Good question. Well, what's the hardest part for you guys?
Not capsizing in my broken chair every time I move.
Yeah. I've been to his house. That chair stinks.
No. I got a new one with a broken wheel, and every time I lean back, it just goes.
There goes
That's
another
number
chair. Number four. I'm keeping track now of how many times we fall backwards.
For me, it's waiting until my roommate is at work so I can set up the camera downstairs and do some funny stuff because it annoys him now. At times.
Oh, dude, Karen doesn't like it anymore?
No, it's very busy, you know. So he'll be upstairs playing his game, and I'm downstairs laughing my butt off.
Oh,
It's
yes,
like,
he's-
will you shut up? No, I'm having fun. But no, Gerdoin's a great guy, and it's just finding the time to do it because of everything else I'm doing on my show. You know, it's like, okay, well, that's why I haven't been in some of the ones lately, because my show and processing my show every week kind of got to me. I couldn't do anything for them. It's like, okay, now I'm bi-weekly. I can go back and have some fun.
And we're going to have our shows.
Yes.
Fun.
If I'm not
You
in
didn't hear that.
Thailand or Indonesia or Australia or Malaysia, the Philippines or any of those countries, the hardest part is probably getting in uniform when I'm on Liberty, because I hate getting in uniform.
I don't actually request him to do it.
Yes, you do. You do.
Well, you
Okay,
know,
okay.
you know, Griff, in 4 more weeks, you ain't got to do that no more.
That's true. I'm out of the Navy in 2 months. And I'm going to be writing a lot more music. And guys, Abolitious will be coming out. I promise you. I'm sorry it took a while, but it will be coming out. I'm making Abolitious. The real one, not Big Mac's bomb.
One of the thing that should be the hardest for me should be gathering everybody up and saying, all right, guys, and keeping track of everybody. But that is partially why the selectivity of Bronies React works, because all these guys, the majority of these guys, I think, have collabed with somebody, so they know the importance of timeliness, quality, and getting stuff done.
Not me.
Not you. No, but I was laughing because Final Draft constantly feels like he has the biggest mark on his head because he was the slowest person to ever get me footage. However, I will give him credit because he was incredibly busy at the time. So Draft, I love you wherever you are. He got a little bit of applause. No, I'm just kidding. I had to shout him out for fun. But like I said, these guys do such a good job of what they do that's not a hard part. Really, it's just getting it done. Because once I watch through everyone's footage, then comes the part where I have to cut it down. The hardest part for me is cutting stuff out, because more often than not, I have a lot of good stuff that can't make it in. And that is the hardest thing. It's like choose between your children, as I hear a lot of people say.
Billy, you get to
Like
eat
you?
tonight. Timothy, you starve.
So yeah, that's the hardest part, is actually cutting it down, getting it, like my goal is to have them about 15 minutes. A couple reacts ago, we had a 28-minute long one, and it was like, but that's the hardest part for me. Saber?
Just saying the lines right. Like, I mean, we're not reading the script when we record this, like, for at least for me. But I can't tell you how many times, like, there's a certain thing we have to react to, and I keep looking at my camera and recording it over and over and over again until I get it right. Like I would spend like 30 minutes on one reaction like that because you have that list of questions you have to react to. I'll get
Yes.
stuck on one for like 30 minutes because I can't record it properly. So that's the toughest for me.
The toughest for me is usually pretty much the same thing Saber said. Like you have to, he gives us a list of questions, and then you do it, and then you think, oh, was that funny? Was that good? And then I like when I used to edit it myself and just give it to him in like short bits. It'd be like, okay, yeah, that's good. Then I like would second guess myself, so I just give him the full. And so like there are parts of the camera I'm like, Race, I'm not funny. Like what?
Race, don't use that. I get that a lot. And more often than not, I use it.
We're told to look above the camera to pretend there's a cameraman there, and there is no cameraman there, so it feels really awkward.
People ask me if they're like, how do you do it? Do you get everyone to like meet at the same spot?
Half the time I'm staring at a poster on my wall.
Nice.
I don't have a poster.
I know that poster.
You don't have a wall, do you?
I don't have a wall. No, it's
You
all
have a
Japanese. It's all
bulkhead.
rice. It's all rice.
Definitely, it's got to be waiting to see the video on my subscriber feed, because that 3 or 4 weeks or 1 month is the hardest part, just waiting to see it finally happen and see all the comments that you guys say, oh, it was funny, or it got me through the day, or it made my day.
Or it sucked. I hated Griffin.
It was amazing. We loved it. Thumb up that comment.
Next.
Thank you. Hey
You're
guys.
welcome. Thank you.
Hey, Solrak, Saber, AC, something. My question to you guys.
He got the first half right.
It was more like the first third. But anyway, like, what? My question to you guys: if you guys were the executive producers or whoever's in charge of hiring people for the actual show, like, what Brony content creator who makes stuff on the internet right now and isn't getting paid for it, like, who would you hire to help you guys make this show? Because like Bronies are like really talented enough to actually be able to make a show. Double Rainbow is proof of that. So basically, like, who would you? It could be a voice actor, writer, animator, artist, even a Klopfic writer.
There it is.
I think you answered our question.
Good night, everybody.
Are you asking if they were to remake My Little Pony?
Okay, if
I think the question was who would we add from the fandom?
Oh,
if you, yeah.
Remake.
Who would you hire? Just who would you hire? I thought it was very clear.
Ellie Monty. Ellie Monty. I'm sorry. Just I've worked with her a couple of times already. Girl has an amazing range of just voice talent. To
Monty,
draw
stand up.
from. Monty, stand up, girl. Stand up. What I like about her is that her voices are distinguishable. It's weird because like she'll have her normal voice, and on some voices you'll hear a tinge of her accent, and then others you'll be like, "That's you? God damn." Yeah. I just honestly, I in a heartbeat her.
Yes, we did an Elvis Presley collab on song that I did, and I'm thinking Ellie's got to sing. She's got to sing this. She came back with this American accent, high range, awesome background vocals that I just. Damn, that song's better than I ever thought it would be. It was her fault.
For those who might not know, she did Picture Perfect Pony, and she did Zecora in the Epic Rap Battles of Equestria with Iron Will.
Yeah.
And she did the voice of Bubbles in Double Rainbow. So yeah, that's all her.
She's a collaborating machine.
So I guess it's pretty unanimous. Sora could be an interesting addition too.
I would say Mando Pony.
As a VA?
No, music.
No, he's already worked on the show a little bit. With
No, he worked on LPS. He did not work on My Little Pony.
Oh, I thought he
LPU.
Or
LP. Oh, you mean the Hindenburg?
Don't bring up the Hindenburg. We don't talk about the Hindenburg. That's the Hindenburg, not Lus. I'm not saying it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, I think my question might need a little bit more cowbell.
I'm wearing gold diapers. That was awesome.
I like cowbells.
Okay, it's kind of a weird question, but who do you think would win in a fight? A changeling or Ditto from Pokemon?
Oh, dude. Okay.
This is your question, not mine.
Okay, no. Avid Pokemon player, metagame player. I'm giving it to the Changeling. Ditto's stats are horrible.
I was just thinking like an ultimate battle between like form changes.
Ditto.
What's
I'm sorry,
Pokemon?
Ditto can become a book. Did you not? Ditto
turned
can
into
become
a
a book.
Gyarados.
Changeling can only become people. So, I don't know. Situational.
Next.
Hello.
Hi.
I love you too. Hello, Dash.
I can whisper!
Good!
Ow.
Also, Mike, I blame you for me not having a voice from last night. So
You clearly still have a voice.
I can't go much higher than this. And Solrak, thank you. What's your favorite part from any of your Bronies React videos?
I like dressing up as Slender Man for the cupcake thing. That was just really fun for me. Later that night, I proceeded to go out and terrorize teenagers all across town. I'm not even joking. There was like a group of 10 of them, and I walked out from behind a tree, and they ran screaming down the block. It was the most satisfying Halloween I've ever
They're like,
had.
no, it's Mike the Mike, run! Run! A Brony!
You guys, I just want you to read my fan fiction.
My favorite part of any Bronies React I've ever done. Princess Celestia is waiting for you.
Yeah.
Come and take her.
I
dare you.
Calling him out. My favorite part, I think, is when Jax is singing that song at the end of the last episode, and he's crying. He's like, and then the beautiful pictures that went with it. Of him
I didn't draw
working
those,
out
by the
with
way.
Celeste.
Race was the artist behind those.
Oh,
Keep
you're
saying.
the. Oh, wow,
I'm the
masterpiece.
artist.
Masterpiece.
Yeah. Formerly known as Prince.
You know, I want to take just like a freeze frame of Jack singing that song and Photoshop the rainbow thing from And I said, hey. Just put Jax on there.
I think my favorite part is abusing my couch.
Yes.
Never mind.
You're up. For me, the part that made me laugh the hardest was during the season 2 finale, Bronies React, when it was commercial and Cadence turned out to be Queen Chrysalis, and the camera zoomed on your face, and you're like, ah! You just scream.
Ow,
You
dang.
know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Monitors.
Okay, last question. Last question.
Okay.
Hey, I didn't answer the question.
Two more.
Trying to skip Solar. Well, actually,
Over here.
No, I just like being Bane. Just I like putting the mask on and doing.
Oh, Bane.
Bane.
Never mind. I thought you said something.
I thought you used a verb.
Bert, what?
You do not have my permission to answer the question.
I think as far as I just like to see new people come on the show and see what they bring to the table. Like Eileen Monty definitely brought a whole new level to the Bronies React. So
Love
just
you, husband.
Now.
Whoa.
Now I can go?
Yeah.
So, if
Wait.
you guys- Oh.
That's him now.
Now.
Oh. Are you sure I don't have to wait a little bit longer?
Yeah, I'm sure.
No.
Okay. So if you guys could have anyone on the show, Bronies React, like even if they worked at DHX or if they were a voice actor, if you could have them participate in Bronies React, who do you think it would be?
Johnny Depp.
As amazing as that would be, Lee Tokar.
Yeah.
Yes, he would.
I want Nicole Oliver.
Yeah.
I want to see Nicole Oliver react. I think that'd be funny.
Yep.
Honestly, Michelle Krieber would be hilarious.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that because we might not be. Well, no, I'm not going to suggest anything.
Yes, you are.
You just did.
And I'll leave it at that.
Censored.
Who would be fun to be on? I mean, pretty much everyone at DHX is awesome. I think it'd be really funny though if we could actually get a scene with M.A. Larson and Saber going at it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I think Peter knew it would be a blast to have him Bronies React. He is such an awesome guy.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Sibsy.
Oh yeah.
I think instead it would be really interesting if we have DHX reacts to Bronies React to whatever we're doing.
Two teens react.
Teens
Live
react.
react.
My Little Pony.
No, like a green one.
Reactception.
Can we just keep going down and down this rabbit hole a little bit longer?
All right, guys. Well, you've all been wonderful. You made it. You woke up, and that is the end of the Bronies React panel. Thank you so much for joining us. I love you all. Thank you guys for joining me up here.
I'm gonna go sleep.
Good night, Mike.
Good night, Mike. Good night, John Boy.
Now do it in Japanese.
Don't they see?
Sumimasen. That's not real.
No, I said the steak and fried rice.
Yeah, wonton soup.
For every bad pun, put 'em on. Yeah, we have the bad pun shades for every bad pun.
You might as well just leave them on.
Yeah.
Let's leave them on because it ain't gonna end. Not time soon.
It's gonna be punny.
Oh.
He's wearing the
Can
shade.
we chop one of these in half and just have a bad pun jar, put like a 20 in here every time you
Hey,
take a
hey,
roll?
you guys in the back. You guys in the back. We're waiting on you.
We're waiting on you,
We're waiting on you.
baby.
Come on down.
Waiting on you, baby. Yeah.
I really like he just like grabbed like I want to be over there.
I'm longing. My desire.
Really?
Quenched.
Good morning, everybody. Hi.
Excuse me, I think you mean every pony.
What? Now I'm done.
I did it. Panel's mine. Look at that. We just started and I already drove you off.
Save your clapping. You're gonna need it for the next panel.
Wait, did you say clapping?
You mean no? Don't go
Oh, let's not.
there. I'm sure they didn't save that.
If you're tired and you know it, clap your hands. If you're tired and you know it, pass out on the table. I do not want to be awake, but here I am. We're all here. We're all
here.
awake.
We're all ready to go.
Brony Palooza was an absolute blast last night. I don't know
How
about
many?
you
How many
guys.
people were there?
I remember this guy right here. I think I accidentally stepped on your chair when I was hopping the barricade.
How many people were here in the crowd and the floor is doing this and nobody's actually jumping?
Yeah.
There's
Okay,
no
no-
jumping. Remember, don't jump.
No.
Don't jump. Don't. Yeah.
No,
but the
that's
floor
a-
was still doing
yeah.
this.
No, you want to know why? That's because it was aggressive fist pumping.
Yes.
You didn't even need to jump. It was just the downward momentum of.
There's some stomping involved.
Yes. And how many people were watching Fenning over here basically like flip up?
Yes.
Wow. I'm over at the side stage watching him going, dude, you're going to break your back.
I thought he was having a.
Wow.
I thought he was having a seizure.
He was having a. He's in the emergency room right now. I mean, everyone's cheering for him. I'm like, help this man.
The thing was, he made me was like, damn, I need to get funky. Wow, that's funky. I gotta get funky. Yeah, yeah.
Tombstone dance is better though.
Where
is he, by the way?
Who?
The living tombstone.
Oh, well, I have a story about thy living tombstone.
Oh, you mean the
It's very
living
sad.
tombstone is right
Everyone
here at the end of the table.
take off your
Hello.
Right there?
Hello, I'm the living
Tombstone?
tombstone. Hello.
You may have seen his stunt double who looks nothing like him last night.
Nothing like him.
I just like screwing with that because I can do his voice. At Fiesta Equestria, they wrapped me in like a blanket so you couldn't see my face. I took the microphone. I'm like, hello, I'm the living tombstone. I came from Israel. Hello. It's good to be here. I did it to him the first time. He's like, what are you talking about? That sounds nothing like me.
Yes, it does.
Oh man, so before we get this panel started, Dave asked you who was at the concert last night. I want to know who was there till the very end of the concert last night.
Show of hands, show of hands.
You guys are heroes.
And the rest of you, shame on you, your
go
family.
burn.
And, no, just, I'm sorry. I'm Mike the microphone and I'm really tired.
And I am Dustykatt, manliest brony in the world.
I am a black griffin, and this is how I normally talk when I'm not doing an accent that sounds like this.
Hey guys, I'm ACRacebest, creators of Bronies React, and I'm gonna vlog you all right now. And now I'm gonna get rid of the camera. Saber, who are you?
I'm me. I'm Saberspark.
I'm Jaxblade and I lift. That's it.
Hello, everybody. I'm Soul Rank, and I'm going to be shouting throughout the entire thing. But for now, who wants a poster?
Dang, dude, you put rocks in that thing? That got some distance.
Wow.
Well, hey, look, I don't want to toss it. Look, if Jaxblade tosses it, it's probably going to hit the wall, go through the wall, and go all the way to California. I should probably ride that
Oh, dude,
poster.
no, I'll pick it up at the airport then.
That's for
You know,
Tara.
I have buttons, but I'm not going to throw them out there. It'd be like freaking shooting stars. So
You're saying that? You're saying that
Pick it
like
up
it's
at
a bad thing,
Galacon.
it'll just be like,
Thank you, Dusty.
Well, guys, again, this is the Bronies React panel. Thank you all for waking up early on a Sunday morning.
Yes.
Shouldn't you be in church right now?
Yeah.
They are in church. What are you talking about?
So, a big part of this panel is going to be Q&A. We apologize for it starting a little bit late.
just a half hour. It's no biggie.
We were actually sitting here at like, what, 9:50? And we're like, okay.
I rolled in at 10 and I'm like, crap, I'm late. I'm like, oh, there's 6 people. All right, all right, make do with what you got.
So one thing I kind of wanted to go over briefly is some frequently asked questions beforehand.
There is a hole in the back of the head I noticed that looks a lot like the opening of a trash can.
I'm
so
gonna
if you
feel
guys,
bad that's actually a real
if you guys have any
Reach.
bubble gum or please
Please use the waste bin provided by the man with the giant oblong head.
How bad would you feel if that actually was
The
just how he
walking waste
looked?
receptacle.
Thanks, guys.
Please recycle.
This is the whole panel. We're just
feeling a
reacting to
little
you.
bit hungry. You got some potato chips. or
Bronies
something.
React to BronyCon.
He's from Eastern.
You need to tell that story about when you got the dude wet.
He's like, oh yeah, great story. But yeah, like I said, if we start doing some intros by the time hopefully the whole line is in here, I imagine most of you being here probably have an idea of who everyone is up here. Bronies React isn't their only forte. They are known for their other things.
You're an artist, right? Like,
yeah,
draw ponies.
I'm Pixel Kitties.
Pixel.
I'm
Wow.
Pixel Kitties. Hi.
Awesome.
Wow, you're
I hadn't seen you
hot.
all weekend.
Hi.
Anyways, how about let's start on the right side of the table, the ones who've been oddly quiet and uncharacteristically quiet.
I think we'll start from the left, actually, because I want to say something at the end, right? Thank you.
Are you gonna scream something? You're gonna
No!
Okay.
Why would I do that back? Huh?
I have a monitor right next to me.
Welcome
Please
to
don't-
Bronies React! Yes, Mike,
Nice
I will be
effect.
screaming. Thank you.
All right, so let's start with the living tombstone.
Hello, yeah. No, I'm not doing that.
And I'm John Josego.
Damn, John.
I took the Concorde from yesterday. I was at Galacon yesterday, but I'm here today.
Damn, John, you buffed up. You
I'm
bleached
telling
your
you.
skin a little bit. You grew a couple feet. If any of you have seen JJ, dude's like this tall. He's super tiny. I can put him in my pocket and carry him around. Would you like a commission, sir, JJ? Right on it, sir. Sorry, shame on you, shame on your family, shame on your cow.
If you're gonna say that, you shouldn't apologize for it like beforehand. Is there?
Okay, I'm not sorry. Shame
Yeah,
on
there
you,
you go.
shame on your family, shame on your cow.
That's the ethical way to go about it.
We need Eddie Murphy in here to do that.
Shame on you. Shame on you. What's his name? Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker, that's right.
So while everyone's filing in, welcome to the Bronies React panel.
I can already tell you right now, if you're expecting a lot of reactions after last night's party, don't expect anything from me.
No!
I'm sorry, every time y'all
There-
do that,
yeah.
I just hear, mine.
Mine.
I thought that's what they were saying.
Mine.
I just see a bunch of seagulls in the audience now. And
I'm very impressed with every one of you who was able to wake up this morning. Because at one point I was like, guys, Saber, you take it over. You do the panel. I'll just.
I got in the shower first, so the water was warm and I had time to work out.
And you know, after the concert, I actually went out drinking with Emmy Larson last night. I have absolutely no idea what happened.
Oh no!
None.
Should have won.
I don't know what happened. I woke up with it
Emmy
this morning.
Larson
It's like he forgot the wings, though.
I had the entirety of the backstage concert come back to my room at 3 in the morning, ready to party. And unfortunately for me, I had an N64 set up with everything, and they rolled in like, oh shoot, let's play some games.
Oh no.
I didn't get to sleep at any time soon.
So while everyone's coming on in, how about we do some introductions? I'll let.
Shut up.
I'm sorry.
I figured it's.
Is it blue?
There's that giant head guy. Everyone look at the giant head guy.
It's a Titan.
No, that's right.
Dig it out. Is that like a giant potato?
It's Turpy's dad.
Okay, bad form on that.